Alright guys, so today is my first day of my internship orientation week. Yeah, I got up at 6 this morning. It's about 7:50 and I'm about to head out, go to Seattle. Yay! We got this. I'll see if I can give you guys a little update afterwards, alright? So wish me luck! Hey guys, I just want to make a quick clip. I'm actually inside the Seattle Children's Theater. I got here early, so I dropped off my stuff. Today's Friday. It's our last day of orientation. This week has been a lot. I'll have to tell you guys a little bit more later, but I'm going to go outside for a bit, so wait and meet up with everyone. Hey, so don't want to film too much. We're having a big intern end of the week party thing, but I just wanted to show you guys this view that we have from one of our patios. Like, it's freaking incredible. Gorgeous. And then we got this gorgeous little guy over here. Hello, Seagull. You're adorable. I love you. You're cute. Hello, everybody. I was gonna start this off being like, hello, guys. Welcome back. I just want to talk a little bit about this week because I didn't really get a chance to. This might end up being a longer video. I have sunbeams coming down on me. Sorry. This might end up being a little bit of a longer video than I was originally intending, but that's okay. I didn't get a chance to talk about my Seattle Children's Theater experience this week. It was amazing. Orientation week was absolutely wonderful. Meeting all my fellow interns was wonderful. I connected with each and every single one of them, and I just really am excited for this summer. I even got my whole binder, and it's really cool. We had a very structured week of orientation, of course, and basically, we went over admin things, things that we had to remember if we were interns, to the admin side of checking in, check out procedures with kids, and lunches, and how lunch worked for everyone, and going over our schedules and being able to do a whole bunch of sample classes, which was my favorite part because we got to be the students in those sample classes. We were the students, and it was really, really neat. Oh my god, you guys, Seattle Children's Theater is amazing. It's literally 3 or 4 stories tall. There's an underground area, so I guess it would be about 4 stories. We had our class, I think, mainly around, I think it was second story, considered the second story, on the older wings that they use for older classes, and it was just really cool. There was also a patio on either side, which is so awesome. And one side of the patio, you see the Space Needle right there, and then right next to you is the Pacific Science Center that you can actually look down into, kind of, and that's so cool. And then on the other side of the patio, I think I briefly showed you that in my video with the seagull, my little clip with the seagull, but the other side of the patio you can see over the mountains, and oh, it's so cool. It's literally amazing, and it's and then the highest, I think the highest level is costumes, and the lower levels have we have this huge, gorgeous, beautiful scene shop after being in stagecraft. I was oh my god, this is a dream come true. Though I won't be in the shop much because I will be in the classes and working with kids, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, so we just had a whole thing. They're such good people. The staff and the interns are amazing, and it's a dog community too. Literally a bunch of the office people have dogs and stuff. They stay in the general office area though, just for but it's very exciting. We even had one of our interns, her name's Emma, she had a emotional support animal, Ginger, who was the cutest thing. It was a Yorkie mixed with a few different things. The cutest thing in the world. Definitely made a special memory for this last week too. Everybody loved Ginger. Ginger was a sweetheart. Is a sweetheart. What am I saying? But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. We learned about our merchandise, and we even had a full graduation ceremony. I'm gonna try to show you some of these guys. On our last day, we had a graduation ceremony where they asked us final questions. like we each got one question, and if it was a little hard or whatever, we could definitely like phone a friend. But yeah, we each got one question, and when we answered it right, they gave us shirts. They actually gave us 3 shirts, which is cool. We have one from they have this year's design for the summer, and then they had one from last year and then one from the year before, and that was cool. We got our name tags, we got a button. It was so cool. And then they had a really special like dinner thing for all of us, and it was really, really cool. Our drama school shirt looks like that. Can you see it? It's awesome. Yes, that's my name tag. But yeah, so it was enjoyable. And since it's right next to the Armory and Seattle Center, it also is easy to go get food and stuff. And just trying to think of, I'm trying to like summarize and not go into so much detail because there's so much to it. But I'm so excited. All the sample classes we did were wonderful. We had so much fun. I start next week. I start with a musical theater class. I'm a B intern, which basically means I more so observe. I do help, but the A intern's the one that's really in charge. And then like the week after, I think I'm also a B intern, along with doing like an afternoon extended care thing. And then after that, from that point on, for the rest of the summer, I am an A intern, and most of us become all A interns because, yeah, it's a lot. And, like, the A interns have to take care of, the class list, make sure they check everyone properly, and pick up, drop, all that fun stuff. But anyways, it was really cool. I really wanted to give a tour of a place. I don't know. I'd have to ask them if that was okay. Obviously, they have policies about social media, but it's more referring to the kids, obviously. Like, don't post kid stuff, like pictures of kids or videos of kids, obviously, on personal social media. And that's totally fine. I wouldn't film that anyways, because it's like classroom. You don't really do that, But also, it's just, I don't know how much, like, what the policy would be otherwise for just like showing a tour of the place or not. I might ask them and see if I can do that, but the thing is, last week probably would have been the best time for me to do that because it's just the interns and the staff and there's no kids around. And like if I got there early in the morning or like later in the afternoon or like after everything was done. But again, if I get there like early one morning or more likely after everyone's gone home, maybe I could make a little tour vlog if they say it would be okay, just to kind of show what it looks like a little bit. Probably I have a feeling it probably won't work out, and that's fine, but it's just trust me when I say it is so neat. I love all my fellow interns. Like, most of them are from out of state. Like, hallelujah to them. Like, honestly, I've told several of them this. Anyone who is willing, even Mike did this. Mike's here too. He's just playing games. He worked today and stuff. But moving from a state to a completely different state to go to school is pretty normal for some people. Not normal for me. So for someone, even for a summer to me, for someone to move completely away from the state they're from to a different state, just to do this summer program, I admire people like that. I would love to have the bravery to do that on my own, but I'd rather go travel with someone. That's kind of more my thing, is traveling with someone. Just because for me it's more fun. It also feels, if anything goes wrong, you have 2 people thinking about how to fix it, things like that. But yeah, so a lot of them are out of the state, so it's been really cool to hear, like, oh my gosh, the differences. Like, a lot of them who come from different states talk about how much they completely feel welcomed with how open we are about the wonderful community of LGBTQ and all of that. And so, like, they say how accepting and open we are in the Seattle area for that, and like it's a completely different feeling from where they come from, and I'm like, that is amazing. Like, hearing that makes me feel better about Seattle. Not that I don't like Seattle. I love Seattle, don't get me wrong. There's like, downtown Seattle can be scary just a bit, but other than that, there is a lot of like accepting and like love and artistic, like artisticness. I don't know, there's words for it and I can't find the words. I thought a lot this week, guys, okay? I am very tired, actually. Well, today I feel a lot better. I slept until I woke up naturally. I've been getting up at like 6 o'clock every morning to then bus over to Seattle. Busing there wasn't as bad as coming back. Like, it's not really bad. But when I bus there, I can go straight to right in front of Westlake Center, which is where the monorail is that leads to Seattle Center. And I can go right up to the monorail. When I come back, I come off the monorail and I have to walk like 3 blocks. And then I can go to the stop that takes me home, which is often very, very crowded with several business people, which is great. Honestly, I don't mind. I like traveling buses with business people. Sometimes it's nicer in some cases. But there's so many of them that the entire sidewalk in that corner is just like full of people. And then the buses, like 90% of the time you're standing. I don't like standing on a bus. One, for a couple of reasons. It's kind of hard to balance, but also after you've worked all day, which I'm sure everyone feels that way when they get on the bus, to then have to stand all the way home is like. But Mike's been wonderful, and he's been able to pick me up at the park and ride that I get dropped off at, so that's been nice. One less bus for me to take on the days that he can pick me up. And speaking of, this is becoming very long, but I expected that, so sorry. But tomorrow, and I'll make that a separate video probably, Mike and I are going to take a little trip to the waterfront area in Kirkland. We haven't really been to the Kirkland area as much, so we're going to make a day out of like going to like a park and a beach park and exploring the area a bit. So that's going to be fun. Alright. I just wanted to update you guys on that. I'm so excited for the summer. I'm excited to make connections with kids, excited to get to know myself in more of a teaching aspect. Excited to, be more comfortable becoming more of a leading position or being more of a leader. Those are kind of part of my goals for the summer, is to really get comfortable in that position and to make connections with everyone. So, alright, thanks for watching this long video, because I'm going to put the other parts that I filmed earlier this week too. Bye! Thanks.